You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to night number 3 of the 97th Annual Bowling Green Invitational here on Eagle 102. Mark Fronick, Ethan Eberhardt here in the middle school gym getting ready for ladies' Consolation Semifinals. 2 games on the slate here from the middle school gym. First we'll have Louisiana and North Callaway. The Lady Dogs an 8 seed, North Callaway a 5 seed, and then we'll have Bowling Green and Winfield as our nightcap here from the middle school gym. We'll talk about this matchup between the Lady Bulldogs and the North Callaway Lady T-Birds when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Night Owls Cafe, Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, and CarQuest.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back inside the middle school gym. Mark Fronick, Ethan Eberhardt, getting ready for 2 games tonight, the first of which is the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, the 8 seed in this tournament, taking on the 5 seed North Callaway Lady T-Birds. And Ethan saw both of these teams the other night. Louisiana didn't look bad in a 35-18 loss to Ellsbury, the top seed in this tournament. We know Ellsbury is just going to slow things down to a snail's pace. So 18 points against the Lady Indians actually isn't a bad game total for them. And we've seen the 4-game win streak that they had starting in the semifinals of the Clopton Invitational. This is a team that's starting to find ways to win ball games, and that's exciting for this program that had that 57-game losing streak snapped earlier this year. So really kind of fun times watching this young team finally break out of that shell. And then for North Callaway, boy, they just they struggled the other night against the Van Far Lady Indians. Just could not find a way to beat Mara Jensen down low. They only scored 3 times from the field in the entire game, a couple of threes and a 2-point basket. That's all they scored. Everything else was from the free throw line, which they are a pretty good free throw shooting team. So that was at least a bright spot for them, but they just could not penetrate against Mara Jensen. They'll have a little better opportunity going up against a player like Brylan Stewart, who, although she has the height, doesn't have that physicality of a Jensen. So we'll see if they can penetrate a little better tonight toward the basket and up that total from the field in this ball game. So that's our matchup. Louisiana and North Callaway, the first of 2. We'll check our keys to the game after this on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Trophy Properties and Auction, Joe Ogden Agent, Louisiana Flowers and Gifts, and La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
We kind of covered the keys for a North Callaway team. They've got to be able to cut to the basket and score points from the field in this ball game. But for Louisiana, I think they need to carry that confidence, Ethan, that led to those 4 victories. They had that win streak snapped last week, I believe, but it's still a team that they're learning the game. They are young. They've got to stay out of those trap situations. The corners of the court are not friendly places for this Louisiana team. They've got to avoid those areas, keep their dribble, play strong, and be confident in all their passes and trips up the floor. I think if they can play like that, they can take out this 5-seed North Callaway team fairly easily. Those are our keys to the game. We'll check starting lineups right after this on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
And we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
Our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the 5-seed North Callaway Lady T-Birds. They're 3-10, coached by Tim Turlington. They'll start freshman at 5'8", number 2, Natalie Schrock. Number 3 gets the start, 5'8" sophomore Riley Blevins. Number 11, a 5'4" senior Ryle Schmuck gets the start tonight. Number 12, a 5'4" sophomore Abrielle Berger. And number 22, a 5'8" senior Cayenne Kellerman. So for Louisiana, they're the 8th seed. 4-11 on the season, coached by Derek Brandstetter. They'll start a freshman guard, number 1, Jordan Pedersen. Number 5 gets the start, also a guard, a sophomore, Ty Campbell. Number 10, a forward, a sophomore, Reagan Bowser in the starting 5 tonight. A sophomore forward, number 23, Deprecia Chapman, and number 25, a sophomore guard, Emily Powell. So again, for North Callaway, it's Schrock, Blevins, Schmock, Berger, and Kellerman. For Louisiana, it's Pedersen, Campbell, Bowser, Chapman, and Powell. Those are your starting lineups from Community State Bank. We're about 5 minutes away from opening tip here. We'll take a break, come back with more of the Eagle 102 pregame show in just 1 minute.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
Well, 3.5 minutes to go until we tip off this ball game between Louisiana and North Callaway. Mark Frodick, Ethan Everhart here in the middle school gym. It's night number 3 of the 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Our 2 games here on KJFMradio.com are Louisiana and North Callaway. Bowling Green and Winfield, the nightcap. That's a 7 versus 6 matchup. Over in the high school gym, the game's on air and online. The first one is Ellsbury and Van Far. That's 1 versus 4, and that is a very interesting matchup because the 4 seed has already beaten the 1 seed once this year. Van Far beat Ellsbury rather recently, and the way they played the other night, both teams, that's going to be a last-second type of game over in the high school gym. Should be a good one to open up the night over there. And then the late game is Clopton and Silex, which is another interesting one because Clopton the 2 seed, Silex the 3 seed. Silex just beat Clopton after the teams met in the Clopton Invitationals semifinals. So Clopton won the first game, Silex won the second game, and now the rubber match between those 2 teams is here in the semifinals of this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. So, Ethan, you're over at Westminster. You've been calling some basketball games over there. How's that working? Are you generally working the ladies' games, the guys' games?
So when I was first hired, I was hired by the men's coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me that they just wanted me to do men's, and then they roped me into doing women's as well. So most Saturdays I am watching college basketball. And it's a different ball game. Like, you go from watching these high school games and you're seeing them play, and you go watch college ball and it's like, whoa, this is way different.
Yeah.
But a lot of the same things that carry from high school go into college as well. So you see a lot of the same things, but at the same time it's a lot different.
Interesting, very interesting. And football, are you getting back into football shape for next season? I know you spent some time injured this year.
Yeah, I had to spend all my season basically on injured. You go from one injury, get back to the practice squad, and then go right back into injury, the IR list again. And
so you're chomping at the bit now to get back on the field. Well, it's nice to get the update, and glad you're doing well. They're going to get ready for the national anthem here, so we'll take a break, come back with basketball after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Pretty good crowd here for the second night of the ladies' side of this Bowling Green Invitational. The lower stands fairly full, and I'm guessing that the upper stands will continue to fill up. They had some microphone issues for the PA, and he's very excited to finally get on the speakers here for the introductions of this first game of two from the middle school and the Consolation Semifinals. So one of these teams is going to be moving back into the high school gym, or into the high school gym for the, actually Louisiana played their opening round game in the high school game. So they're trying to get back into the high school gym for championship night. The loser will exit this tournament after 2 games. So a lot riding on this semifinal tonight, as North Callaway has been introduced. Now the Louisiana Lady Dogs being introduced to this crowd. We'll take one more quick break, come back with your opening tip after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
8 minutes are on the clock. Actually, not yet. Actually, it stopped at a minute, too. But they'll put 8 minutes on the clock, and the team's heading to the center circle now for the opening tip. It'll be Reagan Bowser, jumping center for Louisiana against Kyan Kellerman. And the ball is up, and Bowser wins it back to Ty Campbell, and we're underway here in the ladies' semifinals. Chapman with it back to Campbell, now all the way back to Jordan Pedersen in the center circle. Pedersen starts her dribble, pestered out there by Riley Blevins. Got to watch out for that 5-second call as she moves it forward into the corner. It's knocked out of bounds? No, she lost it off her hand out of bounds, and the turnover gives it to North Callaway just 20 seconds into this ball game. No score. We're in the Consolation semis to the near side with it. Coming off the corner, up and around to the far side for Blevins, and it's taken away by Ty Campbell, and she's on the run. Knocked away from her from behind, and taken back by the Lady T-Birds, and up the floor with it is Riley Blevins. She kind of lost control, passes it to the corner. They're able to save possession and come back up top with it, but the ball taken away by Louisiana on an inlet pass. Pedersen trips a little bit, now gets it to Ty Campbell. Back to Pedersen on the far side now for Chapman. To Pedersen again to the near side for Powell, her first touch of the ball game. Emily Powell starts her dribble, gets it to Ty Campbell. Campbell Dribbles out of the corner to the middle of the lane, kicks it back out to Powell. Powell going to drive center of the lane, tried to feed it down to Bowser. It's kneed to the floor and taken away by Natalie Schrock. She brings it up the floor quickly. Long pass down, though. Baseline wasn't there. Shot from about 12 foot out is no good, and the rebound picked up by Chapman for the Lady Dogs. Here comes Ty Campbell across the line. No scoring yet. Louisiana yet to attempt a shot in this ball game. We'll go to Pedersen on the far side. Pedersen center of the lane for Bowser, now for Ty Campbell. Campbell gives it back to Bowser. Bowser kicks it out. Here's a shot from Campbell. It's off the mark, and the rebound tipped out. Loose ball and tied up, and it's going to be North Callaway's possession. 6:11 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. And if Powell, like I said, doesn't start shooting here, we may not have a basket for a while. She's the hot hand for Louisiana, almost a travel. They bring it up high for Riley Blevins to the near side. Now a pass to the high blocks and kick back. Near corner. Get it down low, shot off the glass, and that one's good. Kyan Kellerman with the first points of this ball game. Makes it 2-0 North Callaway. 5:44 left here in the opening quarter. Near side with it, here's Campbell, and she's fouled. Or no, they're going to say a timeout was called by Louisiana, so the contact against Ariel Berger not going to be whistled. 5:38 to go here in the first. It's 2-0 North Callaway from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer and Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's Smokehouse Meats invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
After the timeout, Louisiana have the ball, trailing 2-0, 5:38 to go in the first. Not a very hot start to this ball game. Pedersen gets it across the line with a long pass to Ty Campbell. Campbell has trouble when she gets to the center of the lane, gets it to Bowser, now to Chapman on the baseline. Her shot is short, and the rebound picked up by Kellerman for North Callaway. So no second chance opportunities yet for Louisiana. And now that pass over everybody out. Over Schmock and back to Louisiana. Lady Dogs need a bucket here. We've played 3 full minutes here in the opening quarter. Here's Powell. Pass ahead for Campbell. She can't corral it. It's out of bounds. Back to North Callaway. So just turnovers back and forth pretty much so far between these two teams. To the far side with it for Schrock. Now for Rael Schmock, and her shot. Little floater through the lane is good. And the first points for number 11, Rael Schmock, make it a 4-0 game. Here's Bowser. Beats the pressure. Shot off the glass, can't stick to the rim. And on the rebound, she's got to watch out for those. She almost picked up her first personal. And now the ball taken away, goes to the floor, tied up. It's going to be Louisiana ball this time with 4:26 to go, trailing 4-0. And substitutions coming for the Lady Dogs. Brylan Stewart into the ball game, as well as Jalea Reese. Jalea with it. In the backcourt to Emily Powell. Powell to Pedersen. Now to Powell. To Reese. Bounce pass back. Got to get across that line, and they just do. Now Powell loses it to the floor. Stuck in that corner there to Stewart. Stewart off the glass. Can't get it to go, and the rebound picked up by Ariel Berger. For North Callaway. Ball knocked away by Bowser. She got a hand in, but North Callaway continues on. Again, knocked away from Schrock, and now center of the lane. Turnaround shot, and that one's good. Kellerman already with 4 points, and already North Callaway's hit as many shots from the field as they did in the opening round. Here's Powell to Reese. Gets it back to Emily Powell, and a 10-second call. That seemed quicker than the previous time up the floor. Maybe they were paying a little closer attention, the officials, after the first pressure from North Callaway as Pedersen has to retie her shoe. That's the delay. Actually, I think that was an ankle brace that she was retying. But we're down to 3.5 minutes to go, and we're back underway here in the middle school gym. Bounce pass, back up top to the near side. See if they try that three. They hit a couple of them the other night. This one's off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Emily Powell for Louisiana. Here come the Lady Dogs up the floor. Powell has her pass tipped. Bowser picks it up. Skip pass to the far side for Pedersen. Center of the lane for Stewart. Bryland having all sorts of trouble. Gets it over to Pedersen, and Jordan gives it back to Emily Powell up high. Powell backs up, gives it back to Stewart. Stewart over to Pedersen. Almost had a look for three. This defense for North Callaway is playing pretty quick tonight. Powell to Pedersen. Skip pass for Bowser on the near side. Into the corner for Reese. Gets it down to Stewart. Goes to the floor. It's tied up and going back to North Callaway. 2:40 to play in the opening quarter. It's a 6-0 lead as Bowser will take a breather, as well as Powell back into the ball game. Chapman and Campbell. Here comes North Callaway. Ooh, what an interception of that pass by Jalea Reese. She's going to try and take it coast to the coast. Cut it a little too fine off the glass, and here comes North Callaway with speed back the other way. Center of the lane, they'll kick it back. Here's a three, top of the key. That one is no good. North Callaway the rebound, and Berger with it. Runs around everybody. Literally ran. She didn't put the ball on the floor. She went all the way through Europe with that step and halfway across Asia. Over to the far side, here's Pedersen. Pedersen fakes the three, and the pass is tipped and taken. Going back the other way is Schmock off the glass, good. And it's an 8-0 North Callaway lead. 4 points for Rael Schmock. Ties her with Kellerman for the team high. Pedersen to Campbell in the backcourt, to Reese. Her pass tipped and goes out of bounds. And they're going to say last Coach Turlington having a good exchange with the official on the near side over that call. It's going to be Louisiana ball, a timeout taken. 1:36 to go in the first. Lady Dogs trail 8-0 in the Bowling Green tournament on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Ball thrown away after the timeout, and Louisiana, we talked about in the pregame, had to play with confidence. And Ethan, they just haven't shown that so far. They're having a lot of trouble with the defensive pressure from North Callaway. To the near side, as that one knocked out of bounds. Good defense that time from Ty Campbell. Minute 20 to go here in the first quarter, and coming back in are Powell and Bowser for the Lady Dogs. Stewart will take a break, as well as Jordan Pedersen. Ariel Berger to inbound, goes to the near corner. Here's a three off the inbound. It's over everything. Put back, though, is no good. Rebound again, bounced around. North Callaway had it, goes to the floor, and it's tied up. This time I believe it's going to be Louisiana ball, trailing 8-0. nearly 7 full minutes into this first quarter. Louisiana hasn't, I think they've taken one shot from inside 5 feet, and that's just not enough. Here's Bowser with it to Powell. Emily Powell out high, gives up her dribble. Now she's tied up, and it's taken away, and it's a 2-on-1. Shot off the glass, no good, but a foul is going to send Natalie Schrock to the line. And she shot pretty well from that spot. First foul on Reagan Bowser. And a chance for Natalie to extend this 8-point lead and their 8-0 run to start this ball game. First shot's good. Make it 9-0. And the second shot is good as well to extend this to a 10-0 advantage for North Callaway. Reese in the backcourt to Powell. Down to 47 seconds. Lady Dogs need a basket. Ball goes to the floor. It's tied up. Ooh, big-time collision there. And it was very close to Bedsworth going face first into the floor. Lucky. 42.5 seconds to go after the turnover. It's North Callaway ball over to the far side for Schrock. Out high for Blevins to the near corner. North Callaway on the perimeter right now. Schrock. Pass through the lane, tipped a couple of times away from Bedsworth, and Louisiana takes it. 23 seconds to go. Keep driving toward the basket. Jalea Reese all the way out to the center line. To Powell again. Powell gets it down to Chapman. Chapman off the glass, and Louisiana's on the board. Deprecia Chapman has the first 2 points of the night for Louisiana. They work it down to the baseline. Bedsworth high off the glass is good, and that is the end of the first quarter. A 10-point lead for North Callaway, 12-2 after the opening 8 minutes. Back with the second after this from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hello, my name is Lisa Blossom Payne. My family owns and operates McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory. We have 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Troy, and Hawk Point. We provide both traditional funerals and cremation services. In addition, we also offer pre-arrangement options that freeze the cost. If you would like further information, please contact McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory at 573-213-5110.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Start of the second quarter here in the middle school gym. Over in the high school gym, it's Van Far leading Ellsbury in the start of the second, 13-9. Louisiana works it down. Chapman off the glass. Deprecia can't hit. Rebound tied up again, and we're going to have a foul instead. I believe it's going to be the second on Bowser. It is. She gets very excited when the ball is loose, and that's led to a lot of fouls this season for Reagan Bowser. Here comes North Callaway. Up by 10 at 12-2, 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. To the near side for Lively. She has it again out high. Over to the far side, North Callaway uses a lot of bench throughout the game, and they get it. And another foul as Schrock goes up for the shot. And that's what she does. She drives, forces you to commit that foul, and hits from the free throw line more often than not. Foul is on Emily Powell, her first. And the first free throw in and out. There's that jinx that we talk about. I didn't say she was perfect, though. I said more often than not. I was
For as long as I've been listening to play-by-play, every time.
You mentioned free throws they miss.
Yes.
Well, she hit the second one and makes it an 11-point lead. She's 3 of 4 from that spot. Jalea Reese with it. And she's fouled. That one's going to be on Sherrod. Her first, and that's the first foul whistled against North Callaway so far in this ball game. Powell gets it to Pedersen. Pedersen across the line to Ty Campbell. Back to Pedersen. Now to Powell. Dribble. Gives up that dribble. Gives the ball to Ty Campbell into the corner now for Jalea Reese. Reese goes to the high blocks. Over to the far side now Pedersen. Now to Powell. That'll be a little quicker. Shoot the ball. To the near side for Reese. Almost traveled. She did travel. She tried to plant that foot. It just didn't work out. Turnover gives it back to North Callaway. And they bring it up the floor with Berger. To the far side, Schrock tried to get it inside. They've been forcing that pass. Louisiana's been all over it. Takes it away this time, but then tied up. Nope. Reese has it taken away. Ball goes to the floor. That's close to a travel. They're going to call a tie-up, and it'll stay with North Callaway. A lot of loose balls, a lot of tie-ups so far in this ball game. 6:32 to go in the half. Louisiana just 2 points. They're getting themselves caught in some bad places on the floor. It's created a lot of turnovers for the T-Birds. Here's a three, top of the key, off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Blevins, so another chance for North Callaway. Let's get past to the far side now to Berger. Gets it back up. There's a little bit of a walk on the three attempt, no good. And the rebound pulled away by Ty Campbell for the Lady Dogs. Over to the far side, Pedersen. Go to the basket. Here's Powell trying to do just that. Cut off by a double team to Pedersen. Back up for Jalea Reese. Skip pass out high for Pedersen to Reese. Reese trying to find somebody. Now goes to her dribble. It was tipped to the floor, and we're going to have a foul called against North Callaway. I knew there would be a whistle at some point, whether it is tied up, goes out of bounds, or a foul. They're going to give the foul to Riley Blevins. Her first, team's second, 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Jalea Reese to inbound. Try to get it to Ty Campbell, and it's taken away by Kyan Kellerman. Here comes Berger up the floor. Through Schrock to the far side. Here's a three. That one's good. For Riley Blevins, her first 3 points of the ball game. Makes it 16-2. Here's Emily Powell. Kicks it to Brylan Stewart, and she's fouled while head to the line. The foul will be called on Abrielle Berger, and Brylan Stewart will be the first Lady Dog to the line. Over in the other gym, 13-9 still in the second quarter. Van Far leading Ellsbury. First shot for Brylan Stewart is good. So she's the second Lady Dog to put points on the board. Second shot good as well. Makes it 16-4. 5:19 to play in the first half. Schrock down to the baseline through traffic. Gets it off to Rael Schmock. Here's a three from the far side, no good. Another offensive rebound. Schmock to the far side for Blevins. Blevins back up top for Schmock. Near side for Schrock. And they're working that perimeter right now. They're trying to find a three or a nice cut. Here's the three from the near side. No good, and Ty Campbell the rebound finally. Getting the ball back for Louisiana. Here's Emily Powell. Crosses over to the top of the key. Try to get it to Stewart. It's taken away, now kicked in the backcourt. Powell to the floor to pick it up, and she's fouled. Oh, that's a saver there. Kyan Kellerman got a little too antsy and jumped on top of Powell. 4:25 to play here in the half. Louisiana trails by 12. They were down 10 after one, and now another turnover by Louisiana. Up the floor, off the glass, good. Rael Schmock with 6 points to make it 18-4. Midway point of the second quarter, and what do we have? That brace has come on tight again for Jordan Pedersen at the midway point of this second quarter. So again, she ties that up. Maybe put a little piece of tape over those shoestrings or something.
I will tell you, those things are really uncomfortable to play with.
I'd go with the Velcro, I think, myself. Or a heavy tape job, I don't know. I've always had good ankles. I'm a hockey player. Here's Ty Campbell, loses the ball to the floor and tied up again. It's going to stay with the Lady Dogs. Got to have good ankles if you're a hockey player. Bad knees, good ankles. 3:53 to play here in the first half, 18-4. Campbell to inbound. Ty has her pass knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana on the near side. Just 2 points scored from the field for the Lady Dogs. Now the ball knocked away from Pedersen, goes to the floor, tied up again. And this time North Callaway will get it on the turnover. There has been a lot of tie-ups in this first half. We still have 3:46 to play. Here's Chirac, her shot. Good from about 12 foot out to make it 20-4. Her first shot to go down from the field. She's got 5 points. 3:32 to play here in the second quarter. Skip pass to Pedersen on the far side. Pass tipped out of bounds. And Louisiana just needs more zip. Maybe switch to a bounce pass. I don't know. But North Callaway just getting in the way of everything. Jalea Reese to inbound. Gets it to Emily Powell at the center stripe. Now she starts her dribble. Trying to go around the defense. Gets a little help from Stewart. Can't get it to stick on the rim. And the ball comes out on the far side with Berger. Berger behind the back dribble. Creates a little room. Does a little walking through the lane and is fouled. I think the Euro step has gotten a little ridiculous. Clock's still running. Now it stops. 3:15. Maybe an extra few seconds ran off. And the free throw is good for Berger. Second shot. No good. Rebound picked up by North Callaway. Loose. Goes to the floor, picked up by Powell. And she's got a little room if knocked away from her out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana, but they just are not taking the most direct path to the basket. And good on North Callaway making them pivot, but I think if you go right at them, you're either going to go on through or draw the foul. Pressure's just freaking them out a little bit right now. They get it into Jalea Reese, back to Ty Campbell. Now to Powell. Emily Powell. Over to Jalea on the far side. Pass tipped and taken again. Lead pass for Chirac to the basket. 2 more. 23-4. North Callaway leads. 2:35 to go here in the second quarter. It just seems like Louisiana's lost their mojo a little bit. Now Schmock with the steal, and she double dribbles. Good job coming back by Jordan Pedersen to prevent the easy basket. Back into the ball game is Deprecia Chapman. She's got the only points from the field for the Lady Dogs. There's Pedersen up the floor. 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Through the hands of Ty Campbell, another turnover back to North Callaway. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. They are killing the Lady Dogs right now. Here's Schmock to the far side. They work it down to low blocks. Shot wasn't there. Ball tipped on the far corner. Chirac gets it back, and they'll reset. Lively to the near side. Skip pass down low. What a backdoor feed and a nice finish by Chirac. And it's 25-4. Now a little reach in as Powell finally goes to her dribble. And it's going to be on Ryle Schmock, her first. They say Schmock or they say 15? They don't even have a 15, so I'm guessing it's 11.
There's Schmock.
Okay. There, they finally posted on the board. And it's Reagan Bowser with it. Bowser comes to the near side. Pass tipped. It's just not there right now. I don't know if the spacing is off or what, or if they're just trying to force things into too much coverage. But here's a three from the near side. That one off the back iron and out. We're going to have a foul whistled against Natalie Schrock, her second. So we'll see if she's replaced. No, she's going to stay in the ball game. She's been kind of their driving force, not just tonight, but in this tournament. And a long pass into the corner. Bowser throws it away. Got herself off balance, and it's taken back by North Callaway. Good crossover. Goes to the hoop. Can't finish. Off the miss by Blevins. Here comes Louisiana. Powell. Bounce pass. Bowser to the basket. Yes. Reagan Bowser with two. Her first two of the night. And here comes North Callaway. They drop it down low into a double team. No, they're going to call a travel. Still falling down there, or Powell. And Bedsworth, everybody's okay. That was the slowest collision I think I've ever seen. Here's Powell with it to Pedersen. 50 seconds to go. Gets it to Chapman. Chapman down to Bowser to Powell. She's going to try the three. It's off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Pedersen. Tipped away from her, back to Powell. Powell, top of the key, gets it to Jordan Pedersen. Pedersen has tipped, gets it over to the far side and taken away, and it's another 2-on-1 and an easy finish that time by Riley Blevins. She's got 5, and it's 27-6 with 25 seconds to go in the half. Powell. On the dribble, bounces a pass to Ty Campbell, and she scores. Doesn't seem like Powell is in the mood to shoot tonight. I think she's had, 2 shots in the first half? Trying to feed. It hasn't worked out, and they're going to run out of time before the half ends. They don't get the shot away, North Callaway does, but they lead Louisiana handily, 27-8 after the opening 16 minutes. It's the consolation semis of this Bowling Green Invitational. Back with the halftime report for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
Craig's Truck and Tractor, just off of Highway 54 in Vandalia, is your home for semi-truck, medium and heavy truck repair, along with agriculture equipment repair. Craig's Truck and Tractor is also a proud sponsor of area high school sports. Best of luck to all the area teams this season from everybody at Craig's Truck and Tractor in Vandalia.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Stevens Insurance Agency is a family-owned and operated independent brokerage. We take pride in sponsoring local athletic and academic achievements. Scott and Shaylee Evans offer only the best in customer service while protecting your home, auto, toys, and business needs. Give us a call at 816-772-5182.
Tell my mom and dad put into it.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books, and not a very good 2 quarters for Louisiana. They trail North Callaway 27-8 here in the Consolation Semifinals of this Bowling Green Invitational. So if you don't have a big turnaround in the second half, Louisiana going to go home in 2 games. And kind of the same questions we've had in the past about Louisiana. That confidence, it just hasn't been there tonight, Ethan, and it shows. They're getting trapped all over the court.
Yeah, Louisiana, going off of stats right now, they've had 16 turnovers, and with that, it's a huge confidence doesn't drain your confidence, and you have to have the confidence even though you have those turnovers. But it looks like Louisiana's having some troubles getting around the defense and trying to get into the paint.
It just seems like they're a little the double teams is what is really freaking them out. Once they get past the line, they're spending a lot of time between the half court line and the top of the key. But once they get in there, it's so packed they're not going at those double teams, not trying to draw those fouls. They're kind of putting on the brakes or trying to pass back out to the wings, and it's not working out. The forwards are just too quick right now for North Callaway, and it's even when the ball isn't tied up, they're trying to pass over the top of players, and it's creating a lot of turnovers going the other way. 16 might even be a little bit of a light estimate because you factor in all the tie-ups and everything too. I'd say it's probably closer to 20-25 turnovers after the first 2 quarters. And Louisiana, they're going to have to make an adjustment back there. And Coach Derek Brandstetter is very good at making adjustments. He's been coaching a long time. So I don't know what he can say to boost the confidence or get that fear out of the ladies' heads, but they got to do something to get back in this ball game. They're down by 19 after 2, so it's going to take a big time adjustment to change the trajectory of this game. 27-8, North Callaway leads after 2 quarters. We'll come back with first half scoring as we continue the Eagle 102 halftime report.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Night Owls Cafe, Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, and CarQuest.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
And we see Winfield entering the gym. They'll be in action in the second game against the Bowling Green LadyCats. That one starting about 7 o'clock tonight. We still have 2 more quarters to go between Louisiana and North Callaway. Let's check that first half scoring for you for this ball game.
So for the Lady Dogs, we have Campbell with 2, Bowser with 2, well, Stewart and Chapman both with 2, and Stewart was 2 for 2 at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's the only free throws shot in the entire first half for Louisiana. They need to drive more to that basket.
And then for the Lady Birds, we have, is it
Schrock, yeah.
With 9, Blevins with 5, Schmock with 6. Is it Berger?
Berger, yeah.
Berger with 1, Bedsworth with 2, and Kellerman with 4. And the Lady Birds are 4 for 6 at the free throw line.
So pretty good shooting, and they had a lot more opportunities from the free throw line in the first half. You had 16 official turnovers there for Louisiana and 6 for North Callaway. It was not the cleanest first 2 quarters of basketball. A lot of tie-ups and a lot of turnovers between these two teams. Kind of made for a long first half, and Louisiana just never got the offense going. As you could see in our scoring report, no one with more than 2 points through the first 2 quarters for Louisiana. 27-8, they trail North Callaway. Going to take a big second half comeback for the Lady Dogs to continue into championship night of this Bowling Green Invitational. Back with the second half for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
West End Financial Services in Louisiana will tell you, of course money isn't everything, but it certainly is something. No matter how you feel about it, it's impossible to get along without it. You may not need extra funds now, but if it happens to you, remember solving money problems is West End Financial Services business. West End Financial Services offers check cashing and short-term loans along with Western Union. Open Monday to Thursday 10 to 5, Fridays 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 2. Locally owned and operated West End Financial Services in Louisiana off Georgia Street.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Trophy Properties and Auction, Joe Ogden Agent, Louisiana Flowers and Gifts, and LaCrosse Lumber in Louisiana.
Louisiana loses the ball to start the second half, and it's Schrock with it. Little shot from about 10 foot out, no good. A rebound, Depresha Chapman gets it in the far corner, and here comes Louisiana. Powell carried the ball. Already a couple of turnovers for Louisiana to start the second half. And here comes North Callaway. Over to the far side as they move from left to right in the second half. It's knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with North Callaway with 7:19 to play in the third quarter. They get it in. Here's a three from the far corner, and that one's good. Oh, my. Schrock, the first player into double figures with that tray. 30-8. Up across the line, Bowser to the far side for Pedersen, now to Powell. Couple of ball fakes, now starts her dribble. To the near side for Ty Campbell. Campbell back to Emily Powell. Powell kicks it out to Pedersen, almost traveled. Gives it to Campbell, back to Powell. Powell, head fake, gets to the low blocks, now kicks it back. Free throw line for Bowser, over to Powell. Back for Pedersen. Bounce pass for Emily Powell. Hey, a bounce pass. I was looking for one of those. Now this one's taken away. Coming back the other way and off the glass, and two more for Rael Schnock. She's got 8. 32-8. Here's Pedersen in the backcourt. Got to start moving forward, ladies. To the near side for Campbell. Skip pass to Chapman. DePrecia has that ball tipped by Powell and taken away on the far side. Now kicked in the backcourt and finally picked up by North Callaway. They were counting the whole time, too, while that ball was loose. Over to the far side. Gets a pass down low for Kellerman. Now back up top. And into the hands of Riley Blevins. Blevins now corner for Berger. Berger across the key. Gives up her dribble. Now kicks it back, and they'll reset. Here's a three. Near side. Oh, my. Another one. Abrielle Berger.
They're counting her for only 2.
Okay. Must have had the foot on the line. Still 34-8. 5.5 to play. Here's Powell with it. Loses the ball, but picked up by Campbell. Now to Chapman in the corner. Her pass taken away by Rael Schmock. Pass ahead, hits Powell in the back, and North Callaway able to keep possession. They're living, fortunately, in this ballgame. Turnaround shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, and North Callaway again. Here's a three, that one long. Another offensive rebound for North Callaway. Kellerman has the ball go to the floor, rolls it back, and they'll reset again. Here's Berger. Three this time is a little long. Ball goes to the floor again, and going to call travel? No, a tie-up. She spun. She did a 360 with the ball on the floor. But they called the tie-up as Brylan Stewart comes back in for DePrecia Chapman. So a little more height in there for the Lady Dogs. Trailing 34-8. North Callaway keeps possession. Good crossover to the baseline. That shot over everything. And finally Campbell gets it, but she's tied up by Berger. Arrow favors the Lady Dogs with 4:44 to play in the third quarter. Here's Pedersen in the backcourt to Powell. Back to Jordan Pedersen. Pedersen, cross court for Ty Campbell. Back to Powell. And they get it across the line, but Bowser has it go off her hands, out of bounds. And another turnover back to North Callaway. With 4:34 to play in the third quarter. Powell going to check out. Jalea Reese back in. And a timeout taken with 4:34 to play in the third. 34-8, North Callaway leading Louisiana. Consolation Semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational at Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane. Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane, and the Cross Lumber Company in Vandalia.
North Callaway with the ball after the timeout, leading Louisiana 34-8. Far side with it. Berger back up top. Here's a three. That's short for Blevins. Ball picked up again by North Callaway. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady T-Birds. 4:14 to play in the third. And Powell back in for Jordan Pedersen. More substitutions as Bedsworth going to come back in. She'll replace Kyan Kellerman. Over in the other gym, Van Fars opened up an 8-point lead on Ellsbury. That's the 4 leading the 1. 18-10 in the third quarter. And that would be nice. Shot off the inbound play, in and out, and Powell picks up the rebound after the Van Far boys almost pulled the upset. Ellsbury survived in that ball game. That'd be interesting if the ladies avenged that loss. And we're going to have a foul on Ellie Bedsworth just back into the ball game. That's the first foul of the second half. Comes 4 minutes into the third quarter. Powell to Brylan Stewart. Stewart to the near side. Campbell, little touch three, no good. Gets her own rebound on the far side and then throws it away. Saved, actually, back in by North Callaway. And here they come. A little traffic there at the Louisiana bench, and North Callaway came away with it. Here's a 3 near side, off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Bowser. It's going to stay with the Lady T-Birds. 3:33 to play in the third quarter. Got to give North Callaway all the credit in the world. They have just clogged every bit of the court here, not allowing Louisiana to do anything, and now we're going to have a foul on Bowser, her third. I think that's the way they'll go with it. It is. With 3:28 to play, first foul against Louisiana here in the second half. North Callaway continues their possession. Schrock with it over the far side. Here's a 3 from the corner, and that one rattles down for Riley Blevins to make it 37-8. One more, and we'll trigger that running clock in the fourth, and that's an over and back call. As Reese just wasn't across the line yet when Bowser delivered that pass. Every bit of you has to be over the line and able to be able to avoid that call. Center of the lane, they kick it down low, shot off the glass. Good passing there and a nice finish by Bedsworth. She's got 4 points. In the backcourt, here's Powell over to the far side to Reese. Gets it back, does Gilea. Across the line, tipped and taken again, and here comes Schmock off the steal, and she's fouled by Powell. It's going to be Emily's second. This is, right now, just not the same Louisiana team we saw during the 4-game win streak. Just on the flip side of that coin, Ethan, this is not the same North Callaway team we saw in the opening round on Monday either against Van Far. They have come out with a lot more speed and aggression, and missing them both. Actually missing the rim that time was Ryle Schmock. So the ball will go back to Louisiana. Got to hit the cylinder, or you get the whistle. They pull the pressure off, up by 31. And tip from behind. Bowser gets it to Powell. Kicks it back to Jalea again. Here's Emily Powell. Drives to the low blocks, lost control, and she traveled. Could have called a travel, could have called a double dribble. Either way, gives it back to North Callaway with 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Louisiana yet to score here in the second half. Took them a while to get going in the first half as well. Ball tipped. Brylan Stewart had it taken away from her, and we're going to have another foul on Bowser. That's her fourth. 2:08 to go. Or did they give that to Powell? I didn't even see Powell there. Nope. Okay. Bowser fourth. Here's a 3 off the inbound. Stewart the rebound. And here comes Emily Powell with it. Powell on the run. Patterson has her pass tipped. Jalea gets it. Over to the far side for Emily Powell. Thought about the three, didn't pull the trigger. Steps inside three, can't pull the trigger. Gets it back again. Nope. To Bowser, and tried to touch a pass to Brylan Stewart. Taken away. Ball loose momentarily, taken back by Powell. Big collision there between Bowser and Bedsworth, and now the ball knocked away, and they're going to say it's lost clean out of bounds. Powell back to North Callaway. 1:28 to play. A lot of banging going on here early in the second half. But on the far side is Schrock to Schmock. Bounce pass to the low blocks for Bedsworth. Bedsworth has trouble. Kicks it far side back to the free throw line. Here's a shot for Reike. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with North Callaway with 1:09 to play in the third quarter. Powell out. Deprecia Chapman back in. Bowser out. And Ty Campbell back in. Over to the far side. Here's a three off the inbound play. That one finds its way down for Natalie Schrock with a hand in her face. 42-8. 55 seconds to go. Louisiana still looking for their first points of this third quarter. We're down to 50 seconds. Reese back up top for Pedersen. Back to Jalea to the near side for Deprecia Chapman. Up and around to the far side. Reese has it taken away. Bedsworth with the steal. Now it's a 3-on-1. Bounce pass across the lane. Ty Campbell came back. Good on Ty, coming back and knocking that out of bounds. And not committing a foul. 32.3 seconds to go as Ryle Schmock checks out. Get it into Schrock. Center of the lane, Bedsworth. And a foul going to be whistled. That could have easily just been called a tie-up or a travel. Instead, they give the foul to Brylan Stewart. Fourth team foul against Louisiana, and the first against Stewart. North Callaway gets it. They've had it most of the third quarter. Over to the far side for Schrock. Up top. Lively to the near side for Reike. And it's taken away by Louisiana. Here comes Pedersen with it. Down to 4 seconds to go. Kick it back. Jalea Reese for three at the buzzer. No. And Louisiana shut out in quarter number 3. It'll be a running clock in the fourth. North Callaway leads it 42-8 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with Remax Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the Remax Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Alicia Koenig, Remax agent.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
You check the turnovers for that quarter. How many for Louisiana?
13.
Oh, my goodness. They don't score a point in the third, and now it's going to be a running clock to start the fourth quarter with North Callaway leading here 42-8. North Callaway to have the ball. They work it down low to Bedsworth, knocked away from her. And here comes Louisiana. Powell crosses over, kicks it back. Ty Campbell for three. That one's offline. Deprecia Chapman the rebound. An offensive rebound for Louisiana. Campbell drops it back through Bowser. Here's another three. Top of the key. There was a lot of contact on the foul through that shot. Probably should be 3 free throws. Here's Powell over to Pedersen. Try it again. Powell. Back to Pedersen. They back up. 7:25 to play. Skip pass to Deprecia. Her pass taken away by Bedsworth and tied up. It's going to be North Callaway ball, and I think Deprecia ended up taking a shot up high in that scrum. So T-Birds ball.
It looks like it's saying Louisiana's ball.
Okay, yeah, that's right. They North Callaway had it to start the quarter. So Louisiana with the ball. Pass tipped. Powell gets it on the far side. Back to Campbell. Tie back to Emily Powell to the near side for Deprecia. And through the hands of Powell and taken away by North Callaway. And here comes a break for Lively or Reiki. It was Lively. And she loses it out of bounds, touched by Louisiana, and it'll stay with North Callaway with 6:34 to go in this ball game. Our second game of the night will be the 7th seed Bowling Green LadyCats against the 6th seed Winfield Lady Warriors. One could be fun. Taken away by Deprecia Chapman to Reagan Bowser, and here comes Pedersen up the floor with it for Louisiana. Trying to get into double figures as a team, and that one is a 3. It's good for Ty Campbell, and it's 42-11. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. As Louisiana gonna exit this tournament after 2 games. You'd like them to end with a flurry, though. Let's get past to the near side. Coming off that corner is Blevins. Works it down to the baseline. Shot no good, but a foul going to be whistled. I think that's going to be on Deprecia. Powell also in the area, but it is on Deprecia Chapman, her first. And free throws coming, and this will run about another minute off the clock. First shot, short for Jalen Lively. She wears number 5 and is a junior at 5'8". Second shot is good, rattled down. And a substitution. Chapman comes out. Stewart back in. And Louisiana will bring it slowly up the floor as we're past 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the ball thrown away. Another turnover for the Lady Dogs. And we're down to 4:35 left here in this ball game. Running clock in the fourth. North Callaway has been good tonight, good defensively, which has led to a lot of fast break points. Bulldogs just have not been able to run the floor, run the lane, and this time they do get a break the other way. And it's Jordan Pedersen with her first 2 points of the night to make it 43-13. North Callaway back the other way. The lead cut to 30. Drops it down low to Bedsworth across the lane. That's a nice pass. No finish, though, for Cundiff. Ball goes off of Stewart out of bounds, and it'll stay with North Callaway. 3:51 left in this ball game. Wholesale changes as Blevins comes out. Bowser, Powell out on the Louisiana side. Back into the ball game for the first time is Emerson Bradley. Pass up top through Reiki to the far side, and save from going out of bounds by Bedsworth. The ball goes to the floor, picked up by Jalea Reese. Steal for Louisiana. Pass tipped. Jalea picks it back up, goes to the baseline with it, and up and around. There's Campbell back to Jalea. She's going to try the 3. It's short, out of bounds. Last touch by Emerson Bradley. Hartley also into the ball game for North Callaway. We're down to 2:45 to play. Reiki with it over to the far side. Through Lively. Coming off the wing with it is Hartley. Near side. Trying to find an option. Center of the lane, Bedsworth. They work it down low. It's off the hands and taken away by Louisiana. Gives Ty Campbell a steal. Here's Jalea Reese. Gets it down to Pedersen. Pedersen goes baseline with a pass to the near side. Bradley's three is short. And we're down to 2:17 to play in this ball game. Up top, Hartling. Pass tipped. Gets it back. Starts her dribble. Over to the far side for Reike. To Bedsworth. Tried a return pass, and there was no one there except for Jalea Reese. Reese is fouled by Jalen Lively. And we're down to 1:45 to go in this contest. 43-13. Louisiana trails North Callaway. And Jalea Reese at the line. She wears number 15. Like the rest of her teammates, a sophomore. And she hits the first, and the running clock will stop. There it is at 1:18. Her first point tonight. Second shot is good as well. 7 points in the second half for Louisiana. All here in the fourth quarter, actually. They were shut out in the third. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, tipped around. Ty Campbell gets it back for the Lady Dogs. Up the floor with a minute to go in this ball game. Pedersen out high with it. Skip past Ty Campbell, and it's knocked away from her out of bounds with 54.4 seconds to go. Here's Jordan Pedersen with it. To Jalea Reese, now near side for Emerson Bradley. Skip pass near side. Up and around, Pedersen to Campbell. They are just allergic to the lane tonight. It's hot lava down there. Louisiana just staying away from the paint. And the ball out of bounds right below us. Gives it back to the Lady Dogs with 31.6 seconds to go. Patterson across the line with it, uncontested, to Jalea Reese. Jalea to Patterson, to the near side for Bradley. Back to Jalea. Thought about driving. Bradley gets it on the far side, down to 14 seconds. North Callaway gathers in that rebound, takes it across the line. Hartley with it. Into the corner for Reike. Back up top. To Lively, and that's it. This ball game comes to an end. Louisiana falls out of the Bowling Green Invitational with a 43-15 loss in the Consolation Semifinals to the North Callaway Lady T-Birds. Back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting. Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Well, not much you can say about this one. North Callaway dominated from start to finish, and Louisiana falls out of this Bowling Green Invitational in 2 games. 43-15, our final. The Lady T-Birds will be playing on Ladies Championship night on Friday in the consolation game against either Bowling Green or Winfield. Let's get the final scoring numbers for this contest.
So for the Lady Dogs, we have Pedersen with 2. We had Campbell with 5. Is it Riet? Is it
Bowser? Reagan Bowser?
Oh, yes. Reagan Bowser with 2.
Jalea Reese?
Reese with 2. Stewart with 2. Chapman with 2. The Lady Dogs had 33 turnovers total throughout the whole game.
That's not a good night.
14 steals, and trying to take a positive out of the game, they were 100% from the free throw line.
4 for 4, yeah.
And for the Lady Birds, we had Schrock with 15, Blevins with 8. Is it
Lively
with 1. Schmock with 8, Berger with 2, Bedsworth with 6, Kellerman with 4. The Lady Birds only had 13 turnovers, 21 steals, and they were 50% from the free throw line.
So a good night for North Callaway, and again, they'll be playing the winner of the Bowling Green Winfield game at 4:30 on Friday in the consolation game. Louisiana done in the 97th Bowling Green Invitational, and Bowling Green on the floor for the second game of the night, so we'll transition from the post-game show into the pregame show after this on Eagle 102.
No matter which team you're rooting for this season, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our great teams have a wonderful and successful year. Young Enterprises Incorporated features A.K. and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Young Enterprises Incorporated online at youngenterprisesinc.com. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Time for our second game of the night here from the middle school gym, as Bowling Green, the 7th seed in this tournament, takes on the 6th seed Winfield Lady Warriors. Over in the other gym, got a barn burner, 30-24. Van Far leading Ellsbury in the fourth quarter of that ball game. Ellsbury trying to avoid the upset. They're the 1 seed, Van Far the 4 seed, but Van Far's already beaten them once this season, so not out of the realm of possibility, especially the way we saw them take down North Callaway in the opening round. Especially after we saw what North Callaway just did to Louisiana. But 31-24, one more shot from the line for Van Far. They lead in the fourth quarter. There's an Eagle 102 game break to start this broadcast off. We'll tell you about Bowling Green and Winfield when we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And back in the middle school gym, getting ready for the second game of the night as the number 7 seed Bowling Green LadyCats take on the 6 seed Winfield Lady Warriors. Winfield played in this gym on Monday, losing to Silex 59-44, and that actually sounds like a high total, but there was so many missed shots in that ball game. Kind of a sloppy, slow game between Silex and Winfield. So not exactly sure what we're going to get out of them here in this semifinal, but Bowling Green, they lost to Clopton 45-22, and just it seemed like a disjointed effort, and that's kind of been the theme for the LadyCats this year, kind of just not matching. I don't know if it's a mix of the personnel or what, but it seems like the offense between the forwards and the guards is kind of moving at two different speeds, and just interesting to see if they can fix that here in this semifinal and continue on in their home tournament into Friday night's championship night. This is kind of a big one for the Bowling Green LadyCats. You don't want to go out in 2 games in your own tournament, right?
No. I don't think it ever happened when I was in high school.
I don't remember the last time it happened for the boys or the girls, so I have to check the record books for that one. But definitely a lot of pressure on the Bowling Green LadyCats as they take on the Winfield Lady Warriors in this semifinal. We'll talk about keys to the game as we continue the pregame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for Bowling Green and Winfield, the 6 versus the 7, to see who moves on to Friday night's Ladies Championship night in that consolation game to take on North Callaway, and a lot riding on this one, but Bowling Green can't get wrapped up in that pressure, Ethan.
No, they cannot.
So, and there is a lot riding on this. You don't want to be the first team in recent memory, but it's just they kind of are dealing with the same issues. You're not going to find a confidence problem, in a player like Grace Dieters, but getting other players to the basket and to produce in the paint has been an issue for the LadyCats this season. So I got to kind of figure that out and get everyone kind of moving on the same page. Defensively, I don't think they've been bad this season. Haven't been blown out a lot of ball games this season. So the effort is there. It's just a matter of, I think, getting everyone moving in the right direction offensively to kind of get some late season wins and here tonight getting them into the consolation game on Friday. So those are our keys to the game. We'll check starting lineups for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
And we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this one, first for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the number 6 seed Winfield Lady Warriors are coached by Austin Godfrey, and they'll start a senior, number 1, Madison Kirkmeyer. A sophomore, number 4, Rensley Davidson gets the start tonight. Junior, number 11, Cade Berry in the starting 5, as well as junior, number 23, Elena Parr, and number 33 is senior Kylie Howard. For the Bowling Green LadyCats, they're the 7 seed, coached by Jared Runyon. They'll start a senior, number 3, Briley Sparks. Junior gets the start, number 10, Grace Dieters. Number 22, a junior, Kaylin Womack gets the start. 25, a sophomore, Kaylin Charlton. And a sophomore, number 33, Delaney Feldman, rounds out the starting 5. So again, for the Lady Warriors, it's Kirkmeyer, Davidson, Berry, Parr, and Howard. For Bowling Green, it's Sparks, Dieters, Womack, Charlton, and Feldman. Those are your starting 5 for both sides. The buzzer sounds. The teams are going to be introduced here momentarily, and it should be a fun one here as Bowling Green takes on Winfield to get to the Consolation Championship of this 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Basketball is coming up here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Pike County Mutual Insurance and say, ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-side. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town.
Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
Well, the PA man has called it quits for the night.
Battery's dead. Batteries are dead.
Oh, my goodness. He finally just gave up and said, scream, play ball. So that's what we're going to do. As to the center circle is Kaylin Charlton for Bowling Green, and for Winfield, it's Elena Parr. Saw Parr come off the bench in the opening round, and Bowling Green wins it forward to Sparks. And here's Dieters with it. Gracie Dieters over to the far side, all the way out to the center line. Bowling Green in their home whites, and Winfield in their road reds, even though they're the higher seed. Working the ball pretty well. Get it down to Sparks through traffic. Putback shot is good. Kaylin Charlton with the first 2 points of this ball game. And Bowling Green with an early lead. Here in this semifinal, they break pressure. Does Winfield, and Howard's shot's no good. And on the rebound, a foul as Dieters was tied up. First foul of the ball game, and that goes on Rensley Davidson for the Lady Warriors. Across the line, here's Dieters. Over the far side for Womack. Pass down low, good pass to Charlton. She can't finish. Her putback, though, is good. And a 4-0 lead to start this one off. As Van Farr pulled the upset. The 4 seed beat the 1 seed over in the other gym. So congratulations to the Lady Indians. Here's Winfield with the ball. Coming off the wing is Kirkmeyer. Gets it to Howard over to the far side. And they work it all the way to the corner for Parr. Her 3 rims out. And quickly there for the rebound is Cade Berry, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Dieters. Going to stay with Winfield. 6:36 to go. I like the start for Bowling Green, though. Clock running again. 6:35 to play. 4-0. Passes it along and through the hands, taken away by Dieters. Dieters, good spin to the hoop. Yeah, Gracie Dieters, her first 2 of the night. Let's get her involved early. Almost a travel. They break pressure. Cade Berry through a couple of defenders. Works it down to Parr. Now a little jump shot from about 14's no good. Parr the rebound. Putback's no good. Tip out rebound into the near side. And keeping it is Cade Berry. Berry gets it to Davidson to the near side for Howard. Back up top. Off the face of Cade Berry. She recovers over to the far side for Kirkmeyer. Kirkmeyer drops it down low through traffic. They draw the foul. Rensley Davidson going to head to the line for the first free throws of this contest. A lot more excitement in the gym for the second game. Big student section there in the corner.
You know, Bowling Green never fails to have a good student section during the Bowling Green tournament.
Even here in the old gym, the old James A. Wilson Gymnasium, and the first shot is good for Rensley Davidson, and the Lady Warriors are on the board. Second shot off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Kaylin Charlton. Hands it off to Dieters, and Gracie will bring it up the floor. Long pass ahead. Drew Womack. And skip to the corner and into the student section. Turnover gives it back to Winfield. And subs coming in for the first time for the Lady Warriors. Kirkmeyer out, Howard out. Reagan Gabert in, as well as Lily Boschert. Let's get past the far side, off the hands of Gabert, out of bounds. And that turnover gives it back to Bowling Green, and they'll make their first substitution as into the ball game comes Sid Charlton. Charlton replaces Briley Sparks, so a lot more size in the lineup now. Feldman inbounds. And here's Dieters with it. To Delaney on the near side. Kicks it back. Free throw line for Charlton. Down low and taken away by Parr. Ball goes to the floor. Picked up by Winfield. They'll reset the offense. Work it down to Davidson. And back out to the perimeter. And that's a travel, yeah. Cade Berry got it stuck in her person as she was making her way to the basket. A timeout taken, 4:57 to play. Bowling Green leads 6-1 over Winfield in the semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
After the timeout, Bowling Green with the ball over to the far side for Kalen Womack. Now Dieters with it, caught in a double team. Gets it to Charlton. Charlton to Charlton. Sid gets it near side for Delaney Feldman. Back to Dieters. Pass was behind her. She has to muscle out of that tie up. Ball goes to the floor again. Still loose. And picked up by the LadyCats. Here's Delaney Feldman with it. Over to Dieters. Free throw line now for Kaylin Charlton. Goes baseline. Lost it off the hip of Womack. And we're going to have a foul. Or a tie-up, rather. As Kaylin Charlton initiated that contact. And Winfield will have the ball on the alternating arrow. And another substitution. Kaylee Gillespie into the ball game for Rensley Davidson. Little full court pressure coming from Bowling Green. It's broken by the Lady Warriors. They work it to the baseline quickly. Shot is short that time for Avery Cassinger. She snuck into the ball game. Dieters' shot off the rim, rims around, then back down. Gracie Dieters. Pressure. Feldman got away with a good bump there. Strong pass down low, a little too strong, and they'll have to pull back to Boschert. Now we're going to have a foul on Kaylin Womack. They haven't quite gotten underway in the second game over in the high school gym yet. Clopton and Silex. That should be a fun one as well. First shot, no good. As Lily Boschert's at the line. So one of their first three are the Warriors from the free throw stripe. 3:49 to go here in the first quarter. Second shot for Boschert is no good, and the rebound pulled in by Sid Charlton. Sid gets it off to Dieters. Gracie on the run. And a travel going to be called on Ryan Brown. Turnover gives it back to Winfield. That's another thing, Bowling Green can get going a little faster than they need. Gabert across the line. Over to the far side. Ball fake. Davidson goes to her dribble. She's back into the ball game and goes to Leanne Ford with it. Ford. Pass was tipped past one Warrior to another. Here's a three from the near side. Off the mark, and the rebound grabbed by Sid Charlton. Back to Dieters. Lob pass to the near side for Briley Sparks. Sparks having trouble, caught in a double team. Gets it to Sid Charlton on the baseline, knocked away from her. And we're going to have a foul whistled against the Warriors, and I think that's going to be on Avery Cassinger. Yep. First foul on number 15 for the Lady Warriors, and Bowling Green continues the possession. Good inbound pass, shot off the glass, and an easy 2 points for Kaylin Charlton. She's already got 6. That one through the defense to Gillespie. Skip pass near side, little touch shot there, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Bowling Green. Charlton gets it off to Dieters in the backcourt. Gracie across the line. Gets it down to Sparks, and now through the legs of Sid Charlton, tied up. And that was Kaylin Charlton coming in to save the possession. More substitutions. Avery Gam into the ball game for the first time, as well as Bella Fairchild. Dieters gets it in to Sid Charlton. Lost her defender, blocked by Davidson, and here comes Winfield. Rensley Davidson came out of nowhere. Skip pass to the far side. Ball fake. They break back to the point. Davidson across the key to Gillespie. Into the corner now for Kirkmeyer. Kirkmeyer gets it back to Davidson. Rensley Davidson over to the far side for Leanne Ford. Here's a three from the far side. Out of the corner, no good. Back to Ford. Ford's wild shot goes off the glass and in. First shot from the field to go down. And Leanne Ford gets it for Winfield. Makes it 10-3. Minute 55 to go here in the opening quarter. Here's a shot from the baseline, and Avery Gam said a big oops as soon as that left her hand. Hits the support system behind the backboard. Substitutions for Bowling Green. Sid Charlton checks out. And into the ballgame, Lily Bowen. And what do we have? An offensive foul. Is it legal screen? Called on Kaylee Gillespie. Her first. Minute 45 to go. Over to the far side for Gam. Avery gets it back to Dieters now for Sparks. Sparks back to Dieters through the hands of Bowen, out of bounds. That gives it back to Winfield. Hasn't been the cleanest first half or first quarter, but it's been productive enough for Bowling Green to have a 7-point lead. Here's Parr with it, back up top to Rensley Davidson. Davidson back to Parr. Off her hand all the way into the corner and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Winfield as Dieters got a hand on it over there with a minute 17 left in the first quarter. 10-3. Davidson off the inbound. Turnaround three. That one a little bit long, and the rebound pulled down by Gam for the LadyCats. Gets it to Dieters, and Gracie checks over to Coach Runyon for the play. They try to force one in and into a triple team. It's a foul called against Winfield. And that one's going to go on Elena Parr, her first. Minute 2 to go, first quarter. 10-3 Bowling Green. Back into the ball game comes Delaney Feldman. She replaces Avery Gam. And the pass thrown away. Picked up by Elena Parr. And Winfield takes over in the backcourt. To the baseline for Kirkmeyer. Pass tipped. Parr gets it back, and Davidson, they'll call a foul before Davidson got that ball. And that's going to be number 1 on Kaylin Charlton. Excuse me, number 2. Oh, on the inbound play, wide open was Gillespie. Easy 2 points for her, and it's a 5-point game. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Feldman with it. To the baseline for Womack. Ball knocked away and stolen. And stolen back by Charlton. Kaylin Charlton across the lane and knocked out of bounds by Winfield. 21.9 seconds to go. We'll see if Bowling Green plays for the last shot now as Sid Charlton replaces Kaylin Charlton. Dieters to inbound, tried to force one. To Bella Fairchild, goes through her, back to Kaylin Womack. Here's a three, Dieters, a little long and stuck on top of the backboard. Second time we've had that here in the old gym. 1 on each end in the first 3 nights. 13.7 seconds to go, and they'll have to find another ball to try and get this one out of there. Mr. Yazel was the one getting it out the other night. That was lodged deeper into the apparatus, and we'll see if Chad can get this one out. Nope. 0 for 1. 0 for 2. Come on. Yeah, the cameras are on. Try it from the backside. 0 for 3. Oh, he hit the ball that time, couldn't dislodge it. No, now Mr. Hansen's going to. Oh, and now they got Bowen's.
That's Charlton, Jackson Charlton.
Yeah, it's Bowen's crutch. Another one miss. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second one stuck up there. Out the other way. Another one.
Just use the crutch.
There we go. And the student section goes wild with 13.7 seconds to go. 10-5 Bowling Green leads. That will now be an official timeout called on either team. That's just good American fun there. So Winfield with the ball as we're back underway. Down to 6 seconds. Ball loose. They're going to get a shot off. Down to 3 seconds. Lob pass tipped. Another shot. No, they never got a shot off. 10-5 Bowling Green leads after the opening 8 minutes over the Winfield Lady Warriors. Back with the second after this from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Pretty fun first 8 minutes of action between Bowling Green and Winfield. It started off with a nice run by the LadyCats. Winfield got a couple of buckets late to make a game of it after the opening 8. And a few turnovers, pretty good defense by both sides. And here we go with quarter number 2 here in the Consolation Semis. As Gabert with it, there's a 3, a little bit long. Rebound tipped around, and Winfield gets it back. Turnaround shot off the side of the backboard, trying to get around Delaney Feldman. Here's Parr. Her shot's off the mark, and finally Bowling Green gets the defensive board as Dieters comes out the far side with it. Cross the line to Womack. Now to Feldman. She's caught in a double team, and a timeout taken by the LadyCats with 7:29 to go here in the second quarter. Bowling Green 10, Winfield 5 from the Bowling Green Tournament on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Turnover turns into points for Winfield off the timeout as Davidson got the steal and the fast break. Bowling Green a little messy right now offensively. Ball goes to the floor and it is tied up. And the arrow favors Bowling Green in a 3-point game. And it's going to go to the baseline this time for the inbound play as Kalen Womack checks out. Dieters to trigger. Goes cross court with it. Through Sparks. Here's the three, far side, little long. Long for the rebound is Feldman. She gets it back for Charlton. Ball goes to the floor again. Dieters comes away with it, and a travel going to be called. Oh, that's a tough call there. That's a real tough call. Pretty good hustle play from Gracie Dieters. Cade Berry to the near side for Kirkmeyer. Back to Berry on the far point for Winfield. Corner now for Davidson. Davidson comes out. And again to Berry. That shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Charlton. And she hands it off to Dieters. Dieters with tempo across the line to Charlton. Ball knocked away from her and picked up by Parr. Elena Parr up the floor for the Lady Warriors. She's going to take a three in transition. No good. Rebound to the far side, and Dieters lets it go out of bounds with 6:16 to go in the corner. Winfield outscoring Bowling Green so far in the first minute 45, 2-0 here in the second. And the Lady Cat lead down to 3. Back the other way. To the hoop, off the glass. Good move by Charlton. She's got 6 officially now, and it's a 12-7 lead for Bowling Green. First points of the quarter. Here's a three from the top of the key. Misses everything. Davidson now with it. Bella Fairchild getting ready to check back in. Here's a three from the near side. That's way off the mark. Almost turns into a pass. Now center of the lane, and that's a travel. Kirkmeyer, little bunny hop there. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Cats. Over in the other gym, it's 4-2 Clopton leading Silex in the early going of that ball game. They're still in the first. Marianne Everhart and Jim Ross on the call down the hall. In the championship semis. Now a steal by Howard and Davidson. Davidson with the ball, gives it to Gillespie on the baseline. Her shot's no good, and it's out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Fairchild for Bowling Green. They get it into the far side for Leanne Ford. Ford's shot is good. That's a 2. On the far side, she's got 4 points, and it's a 12-9 game. Sparks gets it ahead to Fairchild. She has to wait. Center of the lane now for Charlton. Her shot off the back iron and out, and long for the rebound is Leanne Ford. Ford gets it off to Boschert, who takes it across the line to Howard. She'll try the three. It's offline. Rebound tipped down away from Sparks, and Winfield keeps possession inside the free throw line. That shot by Davidson's no good, and Charlton all alone for the rebound. She has it again across the line. Kaylin Charlton to the baseline. That shot by Kaylin Womack's no good. Tip out rebound picked up by Leanne Ford. Now it's Davidson swatted from behind and out of bounds by Womack. Good defensive play coming back by the Lady Cats. Kaylin Womack. 3-point game. 4:36 to play here in the second quarter as Sparks checks out again. Sid Charlton returns to the game for Bowling Green. Near corner. Far side now for Howard. She comes off the wing with it. Gets it back. Howard forces a pass into a triple team. It's punched out to Boschert again. They'll reset the offense. Howard finds that pass this time. It's rejected. And here come the Lady Cats. Around the defense is Kaylin Womack. Off the glass too high. Almost pass off glass there. Bowling Green survives and keeps possession. Far side with it is Bella Fairchild. Now to Kaylin Charlton. To the baseline for Kaylin Womack, and she scores. 14-9 is the Lady Cat lead. They work it to the near side, does Howard for Winfield. Back up top for Boschert, over to the far corner now for Ford. Back to Boschert, to Ford again on the wing. Now Gillespie with it, back out to Davidson. Rensley makes a move, bounce pass to the near side for Howard. Her shot, a little bit long. Rebound, Gillespie tips it over to the far side to Ford. And now the ball loose and taken away. Charlton picks it up. Sid did. And here's Dieters in the backcourt. Cross the line with a pass to Womack. Back to Dieters. Gracie to the far side for Kaylin Charlton. Bella Fairchild gets a touch. And back up top. Bounce pass down to Sid. She's fouled. Lily Boschert going to pick up the personal, and Sid Charlton head to the free throw line. First free throws for Bowling Green in this ball game. Winfield's only been to the line twice. And Sid's shot misses everything. Back into the ball game comes Lily Bowen. She replaces Bella Fairchild. And Gillespie took a break for the Lady Warriors. Sid. Second shot, and there was a lane violation against Kaylin Charlton. So Charlton cancels out Charlton there. She missed the shot anyway, so Winfield gets the ball back. Here's Cade Berry to the near side for Lily Boschert. Turnaround for Elena Parr. That shot a little bit long off the back iron and out. And Sid the rebound to Womack. Womack caught at the line and then travels. Bounce 2 steps backward. And the turnover gives it back to the Lady Warriors, who will inbound right below our broadcast position. We're on the stage here in the old gym. That shot blocked. As Parr comes up empty, and here's Womack with it. She has it stolen by Cade Berry. Berry back the other way. Foul and a free throw. Dieter's going to pick up the personal. And the bucket for Cadence Berry, and a chance to make a 3-point play, which would make this a 2-point ball game if she can convert. Off the back iron and out, and the rebound taken away from Sid Charlton. And Winfield has a double possession. No, they don't, because it's stolen away by Dieters. Ahead to Sid Charlton. Pass for Bowen, tipped. Lily gets it, saves possession, and now they'll reset. Over to the far side for Briley Sparks. Sparks gives it back. Now to Bowen, near side for Charlton. Her shot, good. And that's a 3. Sid makes it 17 to, or not Sid, but Kaylin Charlton makes it 17 to 11. Over to the near side, or far side with it. That shot, a little bit long. Rebound taken away by Kaylin Charlton. Long pass ahead through Lily Bowen's hands, out of bounds. Gives it back to Winfield, and they'll make changes. Rensley Davidson back in, as well as Kaylee Gillespie. Checking out her Leanne Ford. And a late substitution for Bowling Green. Bowen out, Feldman back in. Silex with an 8-6 lead on Clopton over in the high school gym. Championship semi. Who's going to take on the Van Far Lady Indians for the tournament championship? That 3 is offline, and the rebound pulled down by Kaylin Charlton. Lob pass ahead to Briley, back to Gracie Dieters. Gets it back to Briley Sparks. Bounce pass. Here's another 3. That one just offline and tipped out of bounds. It's going to go back to Winfield, and the student section can't believe it. A big groan from across the way. It's hard to see tips with sunglasses on, though. Across the line, here comes Gillespie with it. She lost the handle. Goes to the floor, picked up by Bowling Green, goes to the floor again. They're going to call a tie-out before all that. Minute 4 to go in the first half. 17 to 11, Bowling Green. Winfield's been as close as 3 here in the second quarter as Gracie Dieters takes a breather here with a minute 2 to go in the half. Let's get past to the near side. Rensley Davidson going to try the 3 offline, tip up rebound, and Winfield has it again. Gillespie over to the far side, her pass taken away by Delaney Feldman. Sparks will bring it across the line. and gets it to Delaney. Delaney now for Charlton, tries to go across the lane to Womack, and there's going to be a foul whistled against Winfield. Now with 39.3 seconds to go, and here's Dieters back in the ball game. She replaces Sid Charlton. And who else is coming in? Madison Kirkmeyer will replace Elena Parr. Far side with it. Womack gets it to Feldman. Back up through Charlton to the near side. Dieters for three. It's offline. Rebound picked up on the far side by Kirkmeyer. That's why she's in there. Good rebounder to Gillespie. Here's a shot from inside three. Turns into a pass to Rensley Davidson, who finishes. She's got 5 points. Down to 15 seconds, 17-13. 4-point game here in the second quarter, waning moments of the first half. Charlton takes it to the hoop, cut it too fine. Little contact from behind. Now ball loose, down to 2 seconds. And it's going to be Bowling Green ball, 1.3 seconds to go in the first half. How about a long inbound pass like cross corner or something? Get a touch three at the buzzer. That ain't going to happen, is it? They go to the near side off the glass. And Kaylin Charlton is a little wide on that one. Bowling Green will have to settle for a 4-point lead, 17-13 over the Winfield Warriors as we head to the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's Smokehouse Meats invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Hello, my name is Lisa Blossom Payne. My family owns and operates McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory. We have 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Troy, and Hawk Point. We provide both traditional funerals and cremation services. In addition, we also offer pre-arrangement options that freeze the cost. If you would like further information, please contact McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory at 573-213-5110.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books. Bowling Green with a 4-point lead, 17-13 on the Winfield Lady Warriors. I like the first quarter for Bowling Green. It ended up being a 5-point lead after the opening 8 minutes. Winfield made a little bit of an adjustment there in the second half, Ethan, but still trail the LadyCats by 4 in this 6-7 matchup. And we've said it since the start of the broadcast this game. All the pressure is on Bowling Green in this one, but they've actually looked like the more relaxed team through the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, watching Bowling Green, they look confident. They are moving the ball down the court. They're getting through their defense of the full court pressure, and they're getting the balls into their best shooters.
And those best shooters have been Charlton and Womack. Dieter's got a couple there in transition off her dribble drive. But Charlton, that's kind of the bread and butter. Kaylin Charlton, a big first half for her. Stepped out. She can hit from the paint or step out and hit from beyond the arc if you need her to. And she's been good through the first 2 quarters, and a big reason why Bowling Green has this 4-point lead through the opening 16 minutes. But it just seems like they're a little more cohesive as a unit out there offensively. We've seen at times they can get individualistic or try and do too much by one player and get themselves into some bad situations. That hasn't really been the case. Winfield's put some pressure on and gotten some traps, and there's been a lot of tie-ups in the first 2 quarters. But really, I think this is the most cohesive offensively I've seen the Bowling Green LadyCats this season, and that's why they have a big 4-point lead over the Lady Warriors through 2 quarters. This is the Eagle 102 halftime report, 17-13. Bowling Green leads in this Consolation Semifinal. We'll have first half scoring for you after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Just off of Highway 54 in Vandalia is your home for semi-truck, medium and heavy truck repair, along with agriculture equipment repair. Craig's Truck and Tractor is also a proud sponsor of area high school sports. Best of luck to all the area teams this season from everybody at Craig's Truck and Tractor in Vandalia.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The Evans Insurance Agency is a family-owned and operated independent brokerage. We take pride in sponsoring local athletic and academic achievements. Scott and Shaylee Evans offer only the best in customer service while protecting your home, auto, toys, and business needs. Give us a call at 816-772-5182.
Tell my mom and dad what I'm doing.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Night Owls Cafe, Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, and CarQuest.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green leads Winfield through 2 quarters, 17-13 in this 6-7 matchup. And our first half scoring numbers?
For Bowling Green, we have only 3 people who have scored so far. We have Grace Dieters with 4. With 4.
Yeah.
Kaylin Womack with 4 and Kaylin Charlton with 9. The LadyCats have turned the ball over 10 times. They've stolen it 5 times, and they are 0 for 1 at the charity stripe. And now for the Warriors, you have Gillespie with 2, Davidson with 5, Barry with 2, and Ford with 2. The Lady Warriors have turned it over 8 times. They've stolen it 6 times, and they are 1 for 5 at the free throw line.
17-13 through 2 quarters. Bowling Green trying to continue on into the consolation game, which will be played at 4:30 on Friday in the high school gym. And the winner of this game will take on North Callaway, who defeated Louisiana in the first game 43-15 here in the middle school gym. It was Van Far pulling the upset over Ellsbury. So the Lady Indians of Van Far going to be in the championship game, and they'll take on either Clopton or Silex, and that game is in the second quarter now. And it's a close one. I think Silex with a 2-point lead at the moment. And, of course, that game on KJFM Radio and here on KJFMradio.com. As we continue on, we'll have more action tomorrow from the tournament, as it'll be boys semifinal night in the high school gym. The First game will be Ellsbury in Louisiana at 5:30, and then Winfield, North Callaway at 7 o'clock. And here in the middle school gym, the first game is Van Far and Clopton. Van Far almost pulled that upset of Ellsbury in the opening round, so that's going to be a tough matchup for the Clopton Hawks. And then Silex and Bowling Green will be the late game to decide who goes to the men's consolation game. That'll be on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So the 97th Invitational rolls on. We had nearly a scoring record last night in that overtime game between North Callaway and Bowling Green, a 42-point night. I believe the tournament record is 45. So
yes,
that was awfully close. So there's been some fun action. We'll take a break, come back with the second half of this one. Should be a good one. Bowling Green leads Winfield 17-13 as we head to the second half on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Trophy Properties and Auction, Joe Ogden Agent, Louisiana Flowers and Gifts, and LaCrosse Lumber in Louisiana.
Time to start the second half here from the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. Consolation semis of the 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Bowling Green with the ball and the 4-point lead. Oh, good cut there. Dieters, little short, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Womack. Womack shot from the baseline is good. Kaylin Womack has 6 points, and it's a 19-13 lead. With speed and a steal by Kaylin Charlton. A little too much speed. Dieters long pass across the lane. Delaney Feldman off the glass is good. Hot start for Bowling Green is Feldman into the book. Her first 2 points tonight. Trouble with the pressure as Bowling Green has come out with a 3/4 court press. Howard loses it out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the LadyCats, who have a 21-13 lead on Winfield. And they've come out a little flat here in the opening minute of this third quarter. And Coach Godfrey is going to make changes at the next whistle. Here's Delaney Feldman out high to Dieters. Grace trying to force a pass through Rensley Davidson's head. She still has trouble with it. Pass tipped and almost taken away. Good recovery by Elena Parr. To Howard in transition, and she's fouled. Took 2 LadyCats to take Kylie Howard out, and she'll head to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Looking for her first points of the night. They're going to go and give the foul to Briley Sparks. And the first shot is short, so a good foul. Really, fouls haven't been an issue for either side. Kaylin Charlton has 2. That's the most anyone has on either side. Howard's second shot does find its way down, so she has her first point of the night. That makes it 21-14, a 7-point lead for Bowling Green. Dieters, a couple of hop steps there. Leaves it for Charlton. Kaylin Charlton from the baseline goes over everything, and the rebound taken by Kaylee Gillespie. Gets it ahead to Cadence Berry. Cade off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out to Delaney Feldman, up to Dieters. Dieters lets the defense go by. Can't hit on the rebound, though, and it goes out of bounds. I thought Parr touched it. It must have hit the line before it hit her. There's a little room on the baseline here in the old gym. It's not like Clopton where there's nothing. Tip, pass, they get it ahead to the basket, and that shot's good. On the far side, Rensley Davidson picking up her 7th point of the night. And it's 21-16. Dieters, trouble in the backcourt, gives it to Sparks, back to Dieters, and she wasn't expecting it. And she gives Sparks a shot of the stink eye there. Ball ended up all the way down the hallway to to the exit door. 21-16, Bowling Green leads. Here's Rensley Davidson with it. Crosses over, gets to the near side for Cade Berry. Back to Rensley. Davidson skip pass over everybody and onto the stage. And Bowling Green gets it back. 5:46 to play here in the third. Avery Gam back in the ball game. Inbound right below us. To Gracie Dieters. Dieters far side for Kaylin Womack. And she has the ball tipped away from her and taken back in the backcourt by Dieters. And she throws it away. Picked off by Cade Berry. Bounce pass across the lane. Shot no good for Kirkmeyer. Put back no good. And finally tied up on the rebound is Kaylin Womack, and Winfield will keep possession. She's replaced by Sid Charlton. Cade Berry will inbound for Winfield. She has to come out high with it to Kirkmeyer. Kirkmeyer gives it back to Davidson. A three for her is good. That's a pretty shot from the far side. Rensley Davidson with the tray. She's got 10 points. Dieters in a 2-point game. Drops it off. High off the glass. No good. And 3 Lady Warriors get that rebound. They could tie it or take the lead with a 3 here. Davidson. Kick it out and a timeout taken. A timeout taken before the shot. Did it go down? I didn't look. I think Coach Godfrey is a little upset with himself at this point. 4:51 to play in the third. 21-19. Bowling Green leads. Winfield making a push here from the Bowling Green tournament on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, B&R Auto Body and Sandblasting, and Billy Collins Construction.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane, and the Cross Lumber Company in Vandalia.
Third quarter, 4:50 to play. Winfield with the ball after the timeout, trailing Bowling Green by 2, 21-19. Davidson over to the far side for Berry. They try to get it down low. It goes through a couple of Bowling Green players out of bounds. It's going to stay Winfield ball with 4:39 to go in the quarter. Pass tipped and taken. Gam comes up with it, but she loses it to the far side. Charlton can't pick it up, and here comes Winfield back the other way, and we're going to have a foul on Avery Gam. Probably a little frustration there for Gam. .430 to play. Here's Davidson with it. Back to the far side for Cade Berry. Back to Rensley Davidson, all alone for 3. Good. First lead of the night for the Lady Warriors. Comes with 4:15 to go here in the third quarter. Now Delaney Feldman has it knocked away from behind. Lead pass, 2-on-0 for Winfield. Shot off the glass and good. Leanne Ford. And a timeout taken by the LadyCats, who now trail by 3, 24-21. 4:03 to go in the third quarter from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
So Winfield has come out strong here to start the second half. Over the first 4 minutes of this third quarter, they've turned that 17-13 deficit into a 24-21 lead. And that was even with a spurt by Bowling Green to start the third quarter. So this has been over the last probably minute and a half that they've turned this game around.
Bowling Green's having a lot of turnovers right now, so they just got to get that under control if they want to keep in this game.
And they haven't been very lucky with the ball either. You know, they'll get the ball on a steal, but just not be able to keep control of it. They're playing good defense. It's just not working out a couple of ways for them right now. Just a step off. Ryan Brown into the ball game. They get it to Bella Fairchild. Brown shot off the front iron and out. And here comes Winfield again trying to add to that three-point lead. Leanne Ford with it. Here's a three. A little long that time. And the rebound picked up by Brown in the corner. And she's fouled. I think it's going to be on Leanne Ford, number 12. It is, and it's her first. 3:34 to play in the third quarter. Back into the ball game, Lily Boschert and Avery Kasinger. On the far side, Sparks gives up her dribble, now gives up the ball to Charlton. Bounce pass near side. Bella Fairchild going to take a shot and score. Nice little mid-range jumper for Bella. Makes it a one-point game. 24-23. Over to the far side now for Boschert. Free throw line for Gabert. They get it down low and it's tied up. So Bella Fairchild draws the tie up. Gets the ball back for the LadyCats, and nice little 45-second run here for Bella Fairchild. 3:06 to go in the third. 1-point ball game. Bowling Green trailing Winfield. Womack with it to Charlton. Behind the back dribble. Gives it up now to Dieters. She's going to have to hurry to get across the line. She just does. Over to the far side for Womack. Kaylin Womack back to Gracie Dieters to the near side for Bella Fairchild. Has a player in the corner. Now they get it to Charlton in the near corner. Rims out. And the rebound pulled down by Reagan Gabert. Ahead for Winfield. That shot kind of wild as they try to cross over, coming across the lane. Here comes Bowling Green again. Womack runs into trouble, and we're going to have a tie-up. Yep, it's going to be Winfield ball. That's the correct call by the official on the near side. The contact was after the ball had been tied up, and it was caused by Womack continuing forward. Here's Davidson with it. Almost stripped from behind by Womack. Goes to the far side now for Leanne Ford. Ford gives it up to the near side for Boschert. She's in a heck of trouble to steal a line from Jim Ross. To the middle of the lane. Parr is blocked. And finally, Bowling Green comes away with the ball. Ends up in the hands of Kaylin Charlton. Now to Dieters. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Winfield ahead by a point. Work it down low. Womack off the glass, no good. Brown's put back, no good. How about another? No good. And the rebound taken by Elena Parr. And here comes Winfield again, and Brown going to be called for a personal. Ryan Brown commits her first foul. Just the third foul against the LadyCats here in the second half. Comes with 1:43 to play. And back in comes Sid Charlton. She'll replace Kaylin Charlton. Kirkmeyer comes in for Leanne Ford. And here we go again. Boschert over to the far side for Davidson. The three, oh my. Rensley Davidson having an absolute night. 27-23. Her third three of the second half. Biggest lead of the night for the Lady Warriors at 4. Dieters gets it out to Womack, now for Brown. Ryan. Force a pass to Sid Charlton. Back to Bella Fairchild. To Sid again, now to Dieters. Down to 1:08 to go in the third quarter. Brown travels. She can't believe it. Back into the ball game comes Riley Sparks. She replaces Ryan Brown. And here come the Lady Warriors with Rensley Davidson. Put somebody on her. Go man on her. Near corner. Ball fake for Boschert. Now gets it back to Kassinger. To Kirkmeyer. Kirkmeyer to the corner for Kassinger. Avery to the corner further for Kirkmeyer. Nothing there. Down to 36 seconds. Kassinger may have got away with a little travel, but Bowling Green got away with a little slap there. Ball center of the lane, and finally a foul called. That pass can't be allowed to get to Kirkmeyer. That went through 3 Bowling Green defenders. And Sid Charlton called for the personal. Somebody's got to get a hand on that. Shot good. And it's a 5-point lead for Winfield. Kirkmeyer's first point of the night. 28-23. Second shot is good as well. Seem to remember Winfield gets better shooting free throws in the second half. I don't think that's coincidence. Here's Kaylin Charlton in the backcourt. A lot of bumping. Gets it to Briley Sparks across the line. Briley puts on the brakes. Gives the ball back to Charlton. Back to Briley Sparks. Sparks off the back of the iron. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Kassinger. Here's a 3. No good. And we played 3 here at Bowling Green High School. Semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational. Winfield has turned their halftime deficit into a lead of 5 points over the Bowling Green LadyCats. 29-23 as we head to the fourth on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and True Manufacturing.
Student section still into this. Bowling Green, though, trails after 3 quarters, 29-23. Mark Froelich, Ethan Everhart back here in the middle school gym. Consolation semis of this Bowling Green Invitational. Here's Charlton with it to Gam. Her shot from the free throw line is good. Avery Gam. First points of the night for Avery. And tipped in the backcourt and taken away by Womack. Back to Gam. Has Sparks behind her. Look out. Here's a 3. Delaney Feldman misses everything, and it's off the hand of Kaylin Womack out of bounds. Back to the Lady Warriors, who lead this game by 4. 7:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Parr with it in the backcourt, hands it off for Cade Berry. Cadence to the near side for Davidson. Back to Elena Parr. Parr, free throw line. No good, and a foul going to send her to the line. Briley Sparks picks up her second personal. Parr to the line. Sparks heads to the bench. And they're going to say, no, that's, you got to wait till after the first shot for that one. Maybe a little gamesmanship there. Easy way to ice Parr from the line without burning a timeout. Yep, didn't work. She makes the first one. And it's 30-25. Second shot, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Womack for Bowling Green. Crossover. Little stunner there from Dieters. She gets across the line. Pass down low to Charlton. Kaylin Charlton snuck it over the rim somehow and scores. Had enough English on it. And it's 30-27. First points of the second half. Here's a three from the far side. That one's good. They call it a 2 for Parr. 32-27. Whoa! Ham almost traveled. Got to one leg. That shot short, but Womack with the rebound, and Dieter's going to settle things down a little bit. Gracie to the near side for Avery Gam. Gam, bounce pass down low to Charlton. Her shot's no good. Ball goes to the floor, and we're going to call travel on Parr. Good call. There was a little contact with Feldman, but I think it was incidental. And now more shoestrings. We had shoestring issues the first game. Now we got shoestrings issues in the second game. Everybody's tied up now, and here's Feldman. Little two-hand push and scores. Delaney Feldman has 4 points. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's a three-point game. Bowling Green trailing Winfield 32-29. Ball strip goes to the floor. They get it out. It goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Winfield. Last touch by Gracie Dieters on the floor as she knocked it away from Elena Parr. Lots of substitutions for Winfield. Try and inbound below us. Avoid the 5-second call. Get it down low. Hit the bottom of the rim, did Boschert, but she was fouled, and we'll head back to the line. Foul goes on Delaney Feldman, her first, with 5:50 to play. Boschert 0 for 2 from the free throw line, but hits this one. It's a 4-point game. Back in Sid Charlton for the LadyCats. Second shot, long part of the rebound. So a double possession here for Winfield. All alone on the baseline. That shot, no good. And another offensive rebound. Here's Davidson with it. Runs into a double team and a tie-up call. That's a quick tie-up. It'll stay with the Lady Warriors. 5:35 to go. Bounce pass gets it in to Elena Parr. Parr going to just step out for a three. It's no good. The rebound pulled down by Kaylin Charlton. Gets it back to Dieters. Gracie across the line. Into the near corner. Womack. Over to Dieters on the far side. Tried to force a pass to Charlton, and it was tied up. Went through Sid Charlton to Kaylin Charlton. She was tied up. Bowling Green keeps possession. And Parr checks out of the ball game. One more late substitution as Boschert will check out. And back in is Reagan Gabert. So Dieters to inbound for Bowling Green with 5:14 to go. And a foul on the shot attempt by Kaylin Charlton. And she'll head to the line for the first time now. She's got 11 points, the leading scorer for Bowling Green. And she'll try and pull the LadyCats a little closer here in a 4-point game. 33-29. First shot, good. One more shot for Kaylin Charlton. And it's up and good as well. It's a 2-point game. Far from finished here in the middle school gym. That shot off the glass. Gaber gets her first 2 of the night. Lead back to 4 for Winfield. How many steps can you take? Here's Dieters with it to the near side. Womack to Feldman, now to Dieters on the far point. Gives it back to Delaney Feldman. Feldman through Womack, back to Dieters. To Womack on the far point. Out high for Bella Fairchild. To Dieters. Dieters gets it to Charlton, and she's fouled. Kaylin Charlton will head back to the line. And we'll see where this one goes against. Another on Kaylee Gillespie. Back-to-back fouls on her. And both on Kaylin Charlton, and the first free throw is short. Sparks back in. Parr back in. One substitution each side. 35-31, and the second shot is good. And a timeout taken by Bowling Green after Charlton makes 1 of 2 to make it a 35-32 Winfield lead. 4:27 to go in the fourth from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Home, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and the Ivins Insurance Agency.
West End Financial Services in Louisiana will tell you, of course money isn't everything, but it certainly is something. No matter how you feel about it, it's impossible to get along without it. You may not need extra funds now, but if it happens to you, remember solving money problems is West End Financial Services business. West End Financial Services offers check cashing and short-term loans along with Western Union. Open Monday to Thursday 10 to 5, Fridays 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 2. Locally owned and operated West End Financial Services in Louisiana off Georgia Street.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig, Sun Window Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
35-32 over in the high school gym. Looks like Clopton's leading Silex 20-18. They're in the third quarter still there, so we're quite a bit ahead. So we might be able to finish up this game, go catch the end of that game. Everything moves faster in the middle school gym. Here's a 3 off the inbound. Oh, my. Leanne Ford with a tray. She's got 5 in the quarter. 38-32. Biggest lead of the night for Winfield at 6 points. 4:05 to go. So we're at the midway point of the fourth quarter. Bowling Green with the ball, trailing by 6. Out high, Womack, or Charlton to Feldman. Now to Womack. Now to Kaylin Charlton. She finds her way to the hoop. A little too hard off the glass. Her putback, though, is good. Good follow. And Charlton. Now it's steal by Dieters. And she's fouled by Rensley Davidson. And Grace Dieters will head to the line for the first time in this ball game. Just 4 points for Gracie tonight. Ryan Brown getting ready to check back in. And the first shot is long. I like Gracie's socks tonight. Second shot is good. And it's back to a 38-35 three-point game. Turnaround shot, that one's no good. And on the rebound, ooh! Yeah, it's got to be a foul, right? Fourth foul on Gillespie. That was some, I don't know if it was WWE quality, but it was definitely AEW quality wrestling there. Good move by Dieters to get across the line to the near side. And back up top for Dieters. 3:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bowling Green trailing, Winfield 38-35. With it is Womack, gets it back to Gracie Dieters. Dieters is fouled again. That's going to be on Gabert. And that's the 6th foul against Winfield, so the teams will both be shooting in the bonus the rest of the night. 38-35. That was the first on Reagan Gabert. Here's Charlton on the far side. Ball tipped away from her by Parr and taken. Elena Parr, she is pesky. That ball misses, everything goes out of bounds. Back to Bowling Green. Kind of a wasted possession after that nice steal by Elena Parr. And a timeout taken by Coach Austin Godfrey for Winfield, who lead Bowling Green with 2:45 to go. 38-35. Consolation semis of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorites Water Ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, and Ann Lane Boutique.
3-point game here. Winfield leads Bowling Green 38-35. LadyCats with the ball. They could pull within one or tie with a 3. Here's Dieters. And a little illegal screen there on Delaney Feldman. Turns it over. Over in the high school gym. Championship semis. It's Clopton leading Silex. Still in the third quarter there, 20-18. So Winfield has it on the far side in the backcourt. A little shimmy shake to get some room there from Cade Berry. Now to Rensley Davidson. Davidson works against Feldman. That shot no good, gets her own rebound. And finally Bowling Green picks up a loose ball off a partial block. Here's Delaney Feldman. She'll try the 3, it's offline. And the rebound goes out the far side to Rensley Davidson. Davidson. And she's fouled. Shot no good. And who are they going to call it on? Gracie Dieters. So Davidson heads to the line. She's 1 of 2 from that shot. She's hit 3 threes here in the second half, and probably the difference right now for Winfield. First half of that 1-and-1 misses. And it stays 38-35. So they said there was no shot. So she's 1 of 3. Feldman tried to work it inside, taken away by Winfield. LadyCats just can't quite get that lead back that they had most of the first half. They're very close, 38-35. Turn around, out high. Here's Barry with it, Cade to the near side, almost taken away. Davidson makes her way to the baseline, can't hit that one, and the rebound all the way out. Tip forward, still a fight for it, and Winfield comes away. Well, Dieters did everything she could to get that ball back for Bowling Green. We're down to 1:09 to go, still a 3-point lead, and Coach Jared Runyon wants to step up the pressure. And what do we have on the far side? A timeout taken right below us by Coach Godfrey and Winfield. They lead Bowling Green 38-35, 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter of this Consolation Semi from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with RE/MAX Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the RE/MAX Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX agent.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Lynn's Heritage House, and Knight Equipment Company.
38-35, 1 minute to go in this ball game. They're finally to the fourth quarter, just starting the fourth quarter over in the high school gym, with Clopton leading still by 2 points over Silex, 23-21. Marianne Everhart, Jim Ross on the call down there, and the ball is tied up. And who's going to get it on the alternating arrow? Winfield with 55.6 seconds to go. So they'll have to try that inbound play again. Davidson to trigger it. They do get it in to the corner. Gives up her dribble. Now Davidson with the ball to the near side. Almost a travel there. Kick it back out. They want to burn clock here, up by 3. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're down to 40 seconds, and finally a foul committed by Kaylin Charlton, her third. And it's going to send Kaylee Gillespie to the line. Last 1 and 1.
Check, that's Davidson.
Oh, Rensley Davidson, sorry. So Rensley Davidson misses the front half. Bowling Green the rebound. Womack picked it up. Here comes Bowling Green with 32 seconds to go. They got to make their way to the basket. Here's Brown with it. Trying to connect with Dieters. Loose ball taken away by Winfield, and Bowling Green has to foul. Delaney Feldman going to pick up her third. And we're going to go the other way for a 2-shot foul with 23.8 seconds to go. One makes it a 2-possession game. So you got to hit 1 or 2. Generally what you want to do here is hit the first one, miss the second one, keep that clock moving. First one's no good. Ooh. Boschert comes up empty on the first of 2 free throws. Ryan Brown checks out. So you got Womack, Charlton, Gam, Feldman, and Dieters in there right now for Bowling Green. Second shot, and Bowling Green gets the rebound. Here comes Gam, down 3, down to 18 seconds. Or excuse me, Dieters had it. Now a timeout taken by Bowling Green with 15.7 seconds to go. 38-35, Bowling Green trails. They need a 3 from the Bowling Green tournament on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America. Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Craig Bowen CPA, and Beinhoff Funeral Homes.
Been 38-35 for a while, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Bowling Green trailing Winfield. They'll have the ball coming off the timeout with 15.7 seconds to go. I want overtime. Yeah, nice way to end the night. Avery Gam to inbound on the far side, gets it to Gracie Dieters. Down to 13 seconds. Here's the three. Turnaround three, no good. Rebound comes out to the far side, out of bounds. It's going to stay with the LadyCats with 7 seconds to go. They'll have another shot. They kind of got the shot they wanted there. Charlton just didn't settle herself. She's kind of twisting as she shot. In the corner, down to 3 seconds. Feldman going to have to go up with it. Down to one. Here's the shot at the buzzer. No good. Winfield moving on to the Consolation Championship game. And Bowling Green is done in the 97th Bowling Green Invitational. Our final, Winfield 38, Bowling Green 35. Back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig's Truck and Tractor, Royal Banks, and CMC Distributing and Manufacturing.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Calumet of Missouri, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
38-35 is our final. Winfield over Bowling Green. LadyCats had their shot there at the end. Actually had a couple of shots at it, but couldn't get that three ball to fall and dropped this game at home by 3 points to the Winfield Lady Warriors. So Winfield, good on them. They did what they had to do. Big game from Rensley Davidson. She's a nice ball player. And unlike at the Clopton tournament, Winfield has a chance here to take home some hardware as they'll play in that consolation game coming up on Friday at 4:30 against North Callaway. So it's going to be all outside the area consolation game between Winfield and North Callaway. So 38-35, our final. We'll take one more break and wrap up with the final scoring numbers from this one as we continue the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
No matter which team you're rooting for this season, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our great teams have a wonderful and successful year. Young Enterprises Incorporated features A.K. and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Young Enterprises Incorporated online at youngenterprisesinc.com. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Wrapping things up here from the middle school gym, our final scoring numbers is Winfield Downs Bowling Green 38-35.
For the LadyCats, we have Gracie Dieters with 5, Gam with 2, Womack with 6, Kaylin Charlton with 16, Bella Fairchild with 2, Delaney Feldman with 4, and that will be it for the scoring for the LadyCats. They turned the ball over 17 times with 10 steals, and they were 4 for 7 at the free throw line. Now for the Lady Warriors, you have, is it Kirkmeyer?
Kirkmeyer, yeah.
Kirkmeyer had 2. Gillespie had 2. Is it Gilbert? Or
Gabert. Yeah.
Gabert with 2. Davidson with 16. Boschert, right?
Boschert.
Boschert with 1. Barry with 2. Ford for 6. Parr with 3, and Howard with 1. And the Lady Warriors turned it over 13 times. They stole it 12 times, and they are 6 for 17 at the free throw line.
That was kind of the low point of the game. They're usually a pretty good free throw shooting team, but 6 for 17, not exactly a great night from that spot. But it was enough tonight for a 3-point win over Bowling Green. 38-35 our final, and the LadyCats are exiting the tournament, their home tournament, after 2 games. So that puts North Callaway and Winfield in that 4:30 consolation game. Tomorrow night we'll have men's semifinal action. As from the high school gym, the early game is number 2 seed Ellsbury against number 3 seed Louisiana. That is going to be a big-time matchup there, as Louisiana had no trouble with Clopton in a 15-point win in the opening round. Ellsbury had everything they could handle out of number 7 seed Van Far, 57-54 overtime win. The late game will have Winfield and North Callaway in the high school gym. We'll have game breaks of that one. Winfield bested Silex by 32 in the first round, and North Callaway beat Bowling Green in overtime. The middle school gym, the consolation semis for the men, 5:30. It's Van Far and Clopton, and Clopton better look out. Van Far looked good in that opening round overtime loss. Silex and Bowling Green is the late game, and the Bobcats definitely want to get back into the high school gym for the Consolation Championship on Saturday afternoon. Final in this one, 38-35, Winfield over Bowling Green. Ethan, thanks for helping out tonight, and good luck the rest of the year at Westminster, and we'll see you back on the gridiron next year out there.
Yes, sir.
Something to look forward to for sure, and best of luck with the broadcasting there at Westminster as well. 38-35, Winfield over Bowling Green. We'll see you tomorrow night for more action from the Bowling Green Invitational right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.